Everybody, what's going on? Yeah, so today a question came up about C Corps, and everybody, ever since a year ago when the Trump tax law was passed, everybody's been going for the question like if they're an S Corp, should they switch to C Corp? And because what happened was that the maximum tax rate for C Corps went from like 37% or 35% down to 21%. That's the maximum tax rate. So it's a significant reduction. But then with C Corps, there's double taxation. You get taxed on dividends from the C Corp. And then with the flow through entities like S Corp and partnerships, it's, yeah. Well, S Corp, basically you could have a partnership or a corporation or sole proprietor LLC, single member LLC, that can all be taxed as S Corps. And, so you get kind of, it's a little complicated. But the bottom line is that with those flow through entities as opposed to C Corp, they have the QBI deduction, qualified business income deduction, and Section 199 Cap A. And that's a whole very complicated topic, but that led to a tax cut for them as well. So both C Corps and everybody else got a tax cut, and unless you're a SSTB, specified service trade and business, and you make too much money, then you lose the QBI and all that. Bottom line is, like, you got most businesses are S Corps. Most businesses, like, you got 4 million S Corps and 2 million C Corps in America. And, 90% of businesses have under 250,000 a year in gross receipts. And so when you run the numbers, pretty much 90% of the time, the S Corp is a better deal. And the reason why is because of self-employment taxes are lower for the S Corp because it's only based on the reasonable compensation. So if you make $100,000 profit and you pay yourself $50,000 of reasonable compensation, then you only pay the self-employment tax on the $50,000, not the full $100,000. So that's the beauty of the S election. So any business that's growing and is becoming really profitable should make this election to be the S Corp. So like a partnership or sole proprietor, if right now you're starting out the year and it's going to be a great year, but you're not sure, the first thing to do is like set up that LLC, get that LLC going. You can do the S Corp election up until March 15th, but even after March 15th, there's different ways to get around that. And this is huge because for like on $50,000 a profit, if you can exclude the self-employment tax, that's like $3,000 of savings right there. That's how it goes with the S Corp. I mean, it's kind of like this is the secret sauce in a way, and I'm just throwing it out there. A lot of people will bill you for this. A lot of accountants don't want to tell you that that's how it is. 90% of the time, your own situation will be different. That it could be different. So no guarantees, but most of the time that's how it is. So yeah, you're welcome. I throw that out there for you. And but it's a question that's come up in the last year, and a lot is predicated on the new tax law. It's very complicated. So a lot of people are just playing wait and see at this point. And who knows if this QBI deduction will be around forever. I don't think it will, who knows? Probably will be, but I could see, like, for myself, like, if I ever like want to go big, right? Then a C Corp might be the way to go, because if you're not distributing profit, you don't have to worry about the double taxation. And then it's like, then what? I think C Corp has advantages because then you can have lots of different kinds of investors and that kind of thing. S Corp, you can only have one type of stock, one class of stock. And the C Corp is kind of like for real growth businesses. The C Corp can be great because of you deduct your state income tax. So if you have state income tax, that lowers your federal. And now in North Carolina, it's like 3% is the corporate tax rate. So it's the lowest in the nation. But in states like New Jersey or I think Oregon or something, like one state has like 12% state income tax for corporations. That's pretty high. And so, but that's a deduction on the federal. And then like versus being S Corp, that can actually, the S election can make you pay more taxes. So it's like super complicated. I mean, we got all these spreadsheets, tax software, everything. We're all trying to figure this out. There's so many different factors involved. If you're paying less, like if you're paying less for Social Security, then your benefit for Social Security will be lower. It'll be lower because you're paying less because you're the S Corp. So it's like, that's like 10 years down the road, 20, 30 years, like depending on where you're at. You just don't know. There's a lot of factors with tax planning, and we're all just trying to figure it out. And this tax law, there's a lot that's going on. But I think that was a great question I saw all this morning, and I chimed in, and everybody's like, oh, it's the secret sauce, man. This is the secret sauce. Don't tell them about the S election now. That's gonna save them $3,000 a year. It's gonna $10,000. But whatever. Yeah, I just throw that out there. I find that really fascinating. The calculations, everything. I'm still learning Section 199 Cap A, the QBI deduction. I read a whole paper about that yesterday. Did a podcast, and gonna keep working on that. And a lot of problems with these like SSTBs, especially specified service trade or business. They're kind of the out of favor businesses. Like they're like lawyers and accountants and actors and those kind of people that have special. It's like predicated on the skill of the person and that kind of thing. So they don't get once they make too much money, they don't get this QBI thing. But there's a lot of gray area about who's an SSTB and that kind of thing. And IRS is shut down right now, so it's nothing's getting done. The government shut down, and tax season's rolling around. So yeah, I talk about it in the podcast. It's crazy. So run the numbers. Usually S Corp, but definitely run the numbers. Think about your goals. Like I said, for some people, C Corp, if you really want to go big, C Corp would probably still be better because, but you might be paying more taxes and that kind of thing. But if you're not planning on distributing profit, that's one exception. Most people, though, they run kind of like lifestyle businesses where they're just like running the business for the benefit of the owner, and that's like, they're going to distribute the profit anyway, so the taxes are lower under the S Corp. So that question's been rolling around like a year, and it came up today, and I just thought, make a video, just talk about it. Hope you're having a great day. I'll see you later.